Quantum teleports behind Miles Morales. They get into a fight and Miles wakes up in his Spider-Man suit while restrained to a wall. ChatGPT starts talking to him and he yells at it so it electrocutes him. The AI is revealed to be the assessor who wants to send Miles through a series of trials to test his limits. When Miles refuses, the assessor shows him footage of his family, threatening to hurt them if he doesn't cooperate. The assessor frees him and the testing begins. Miles destroys death robots and proves himself by climbing for hours. Later, he wakes up restrained once again and begs to be let go before undergoing countless experiments and torture to test his limits. Miles overhears the scientists plotting to kidnap his parents for testing, so Miles escapes his shackles but gets confronted once again by Quantum. However, Miles manages to predict his teleportation and take him down before finally running to freedom, only to realize he's trapped in the same room he woke up in. Eventually, Uncle Aaron and Miles' dad break into the building and find him tied to a wall with needles poked into him. When Quantum shows up to fight them, they take him down and finally take Miles home to safety. Sometime later, Miles and Tony eat sushi on a rooftop, and Miles recalls the time he was kidnapped and tortured by a sadistic AI model named the Assessor. Tony sympathizes with Miles since he was also kidnapped and tortured. He decides to avenge Miles and tracks down the Assessor. He fights off the goons and runs into Quantum. However, Quantum grabs Tony and teleports him to a place where he comes face to face with the Assessor. The Assessor tells him he will endure some experiments to test his limits. Iron Man goes through the same torture Miles went through: electricity, water, fire, and whatever the fuck this is. He manages to find Quantum and outsmarts him by pairing their teleportation signature so he can't teleport somewhere else. He blasts Quantum away and approaches the Assessor, who starts glitching. Iron Man reveals to him that he infected him with viruses so he can't escape, and he is now his prisoner. He grabs the Assessor and slams him into the ground. He screams in agony as Tony downloads his consciousness into his system so he can be his servant for eternity, finally avenging Miles.